Shapegrams. What are shapegrams? Well, shapegrams are designs that are created using only the shape tools in Google Slides. And this tutorial is going to show you some helpful hints on how to create your shapegram. One of our tasks is to create at least 2 shapegrams for this assignment. So how do you do it? Well, let's get started. You're going to notice here on our slide presentation we have 4 different projects to choose from. We've got a lion, an ice cream cone, a robot, and a piñata. You can choose your shapegram. Right over here on the right side in that blank space, yep, that's where you are going to create your own shapegram. And if we slide to the left and right, I'm just going to slide over here to my piñata slide. When you take a look at these slides, if you slide to the left or the right, you get some helpful hints that are going to help you create your shapegrams. Now, where is the shape tool, you might ask? Right up here, right up top. You get a little rectangle here. There you go. There is our rectangle showing you where the shape tool is. Okay, so here we go. I am going to click on Google Slides, and I'm going to click on the shape tool right up here in the top. And I'm going to look for the shapes that I need to help me create my piñata. A little helpful hint right over here on this right side, you're going to see all of the different shapes that you need to create that piñata. All right, let's start out with that kind of parallelogram looking shape. That little nose shape should be right here, right down on the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and click on that shape, and I'm going to draw that shape. Now I'm going to use the bucket fill tool to fill it in with the color I'd like it to be, and yep, I can rotate it around so that I can make my piñata nose. Tricky working with this circle on Screencastify. Just going to move it over here. All right, next shape looks like to me I'm going to need a square, so here I go. Making a square for my piñata's head. And the Google Slides is so smart, it automatically fills in the color that I need. The only thing I do need to change on my shapes is that the outline does need to be transparent. So you'll notice I'm clicking on that pencil tool over here, and I'm clicking transparent. So those outlines disappear so I can put my shapes together so that they look like they are all one piece. All right, next shape looks to me, I'm going to go with some stripes to make the body. Can use some rectangle or square shapes for that. Go ahead and draw myself a rectangle. And you do not have to create your shapegram in the exact colors that you see here. You're obviously free to use whatever colors that you would like to create your shapegram with. Don't forget to turn that outline to transparent. I am going to copy by using Control C and Control V to duplicate that shape, and now I can just change the color to whatever color I want. I'm going to do the same thing again. Control V, that shape, and I don't have to copy it over and over again. Oh, looks like I didn't need a third large rectangle. Now I'm ready to start moving my legs. Now, here is a little helpful tip. I can select around my whole entire body here and move it up so I have some room for his little tiny legs. So here I go. I'm going to go ahead and make his legs, or her legs, whatever your image is. I'm going to go ahead and fill that in, change that to transparent. Let's copy and paste that so that I can just make it a little skinnier. So I'm making my job a little bit easier by adding in some copying and pasting so that I don't have to do things over and over again. All right, so I'm going to select around this shape using my arrow tool. I'm going to copy and paste that. And look at that. Now I have 2 legs for the price of 1. I'm going to move those into position. All right, so now I have the main body of my piñata. You can move my nose over a little bit. I now need to do the tail. And if I scroll over to the side, it shows that I need that kind of half moon rounded shape. So I'm going to go up here into the tools find that rounded shape right up there, and I'm going to create it to make its tail. Now, here's the problem. When I make that tail is going to be in front of my body, and I don't want that. I want that tail behind the body. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hit arrange, I'm going to click order, and I'm going to send it backward or send it to the back. This way now, my tail is behind my shape. Oh, why is my tail not look exactly like their tail? That's an interesting question. Let's click on it and see. Well, let's first change that transparent. Oh, yep, here's that little yellow dot. When you use that little yellow dot on your shapes, you can change the roundness of something to look a little more like the shape that you want it to be. Always learn something new every day. There I go. So by sliding that little yellow dot to the left or to the right, you can make it look like that nice rounded shape that the horse's tail is. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do my ears. Same idea. I'm gonna go into my shape tool. I'm gonna look for the shape that might match it. Let me see if we can find that. Yeah, looks like we could use that. Alrighty, I'm gonna rotate it around. I am gonna shrink it up a bit. Well, it doesn't look exactly like the shape. Maybe they'll give us a hint over here on the left. Maybe, oh, yeah, look at that. See, they needed more than one shape, so I'm going to use a triangle and a rectangle to do that. So let me get a rectangle. And let me get a triangle. So it does require a little creativity to create some of the shapes. And that's why there's those helpful hints that are to the left or to the right of each slide so that you can successfully make your shapegram. Turning that to purple, and I'm turning that to transparent. Alright, so now we've got the ear. Awesome. The last steps is just to make the eye, the eyeball, and that little string. And then, of course, I could go ahead and decorate the background. So let's just do that really quickly. We're going to use a circle for the eye. There we go. Made it white automatically. And I'm going to get rid of that outline. And our little pupil for the inside. There we go. And now I can use the line tool to make our piñata string. Simple enough. Now a little hint, if you're having trouble keeping your lines straight, you can just simply hold the shift key. Now what's going to happen is this little line is going to kind of what they call snap to that shape that you've already made. So you might want to just create that line and zoom it on down like I just did. Alright, so there I go. And we'll go ahead and make those little triangle lines so that it looks like it's held to that long string. And there we go. We've got our piñata. And now I can go ahead and look for maybe I want to do some confetti, so I can maybe go to Google image search and look for confetti. And I can stick that in. And remember, when you're doing these backgrounds, you are going to have to send it to the back. I'm going to go arrange, order, and send it to the back. Look like that. Oh, I just hid my string. That might not be the best choice in color. Let's go for a lighter color one. That's better. Okay. So arrange, order, and send that to back. And there is my pinata. For all intents and purposes, he is done, but I can still add some extra little details just to make them a little more fun. I hope this was helpful. Once again, don't forget, check to the left and the right of each of these slides. They will give you lots of helpful hints to help you create your shapegram. I hope this helps. Have a wonderful day.